Hi. Today I'm on the Prevent Black Lungs Awareness podcast to talk about my experiences with my healthy lungs, another friend's healthy lungs, and the odd one out, one with the witchcraft infested lungs. This is a story of how I witnessed one of my friend's lungs turn graphically black while the other had almost fell for one of their spells. I was quite a I was quite a lonely fellow back in the day, and I had two separate friends on the application named Roblox. One day, I decided to group the three of us together. I will be describing myself as me, the other as healthy lungs, and the black sheep as multiplication mark. I need to restart this. And the black sheep as multiplication mark at less than parentheses upside down exclamation mark. Currency from another area, and her black lungs. Part of the benefits to our social awareness is having a gut instinct, a first impression on someone. Multiplication sign at less than, parentheses upside down exclamation mark currency of another area demonstrates the error of not making a good impression, immediately shaming healthy lungs for having a preference in who they were attracted to. Right off the start, it is not even the lungs that are a red flag. We all decided this was a silly mistake that we can move past from. Little did we know, that was a mistake in of itself. Multiplication sign at less than parentheses upside down exclamation mark currency from another area had an attachment to healthy lungs specifically, an odd attachment to say the least. Multiplication sign at less than parentheses upside down exclamation mark um, currency from another area once too had healthy lungs. But all of our lungs have unique quirks, and maybe her lungs was preparing for its doom, trying to consume the healthiness of others' healthy lungs before hers goes rotten. She'd saved pictures of healthy lungs, and they have even dated. And maybe this was when healthy lungs became a victim of witchcraft. Multiplication sign at less than parentheses upside down exclamation mark currency of another area apostrophe dollar sign best known method of witchcraft besides v at p3ing was manipulation, in which they connect their lungs to others' lungs, transporting their brain and hypnotizing them to do what they wanted. Two types of manipulation she most commonly used was outright aggression and emotional. I have been a victim of her outright aggression, which we will speak upon later. Healthy lungs was soon to be emotionally attached to multiplication sign at less than parentheses upside down exclamation mark currency as well. Despite some of the many breakups and hiccups they went through, it's like they could go through it all. But a day happened where multiplication sign at less than parentheses upside down exclamation mark currency of another area was starting to get emo and decided that her lungs should match with the aesthetic. Her lungs started to turn black, increasingly black. How? She started using witchcraft on herself. The spell she used on herself is something we briefly mentioned. V at P3ing, in which you receive some sort of potion that releases chemicals that put artificial flavor into your air and you inhale it to add color into your lungs. This is terrible for your lungs, as it may start to be colorful at first, but it starts to cause physical aging, and not in a mature, sexy way. No, you start to develop wrinkles from how black your lungs get, and more. This grows obvious as she takes more selfies and still has the audacity to insult us and our healthy lungs as well, a form of the spell outright aggression. Magic type manipulation. She uses her emotional spell to infect our lungs to the brain to make us friends for longer. Although Healthy Lungs knows Black Lungs more personally, she manages to break free from it early while it was my turn to become the victim. My personal experience with Black Lungs was very stressful. Her being addicted to so much times of witchcraft, taking form in the liquid brand called Monster, smoking, and so on has horrifically made her lungs shrink to a small capacity and made her lungs burnt. Say, If you were to compliment somebody by calling them hot, her black lungs would be difficult to compare. Her lungs were once so hot, on fire, that it completely turned extremely black, blacker than the world's blackest paint. The irony of all this is that she claims to have asthma and has once said she has done 70 pacer laps and could have done more, despite all of these disadvantages she placed onto herself. Obviously, it is a lie, but the question would be, which is it? Is she lying about her asthma, the laps, or possibly even the witchcraft she has been inhaling for so long? It's likely she unfortunately consumed V at P3ing at such a young age when she could have just sniffed some clear air. My personal experience, again, she has used the spell emotional magic type manipulation on me once before, and my lungs. The aggression was where she threatened my lungs. She has told it to off itself. Yet the irony is that she has been killing her own black lungs, and it's really devastating. It was meant for my lungs to have broken ties with her spell and with her overall. This is the shortened version of my experience with the witchcraft V at P3ing user. Hey, hi guys. It's true that it's been, oh my gosh, my god. It's true that it's like been a year since I posted that first podcast episode. Life is a pain in the booty. That's all I can say. And procrastination is an even bigger pain in the booty. And given that it's been a year, a lot has changed. I want to clear up that this is anything that's uploaded on here is pretty much like satire. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Oops. But yeah, it shouldn't be taken too seriously, but yeah, there is some stuff that we despise about multiplication mark, Allison, parenthesis, upside down, exclamation mark, euro, and yeah, we can say that name now. We've been able to say that name like probably a few days after we made this channel, and yeah. One thing we should clear up is that we know what euros are. We're too lazy to look it up. And I figured it was euro. I swear. But the main thing is that I said manipulation. That's where like I don't know if it was. I'm kind of too afraid to say it was manipulate. I don't know if it was manipulating per se. Like in the examples in this video were pretty tame, so it's kind of hard to say that it is, and I don't want to leak too much because this is already pretty extreme. But yeah, I'd say if I were to rewrite the script, yes, I read off a script for the most part, unlike Ash. I would say it's more of a tantrum, so I'd like to change manipulation to tantrum, aggressive tantrums and emotional tantrums, I guess. Yeah, that's all I had to say, and I swear I'll try to get some more things out on this video, and black lung jokes are still going, so it's almost the anniversary, yay! That's crazy to think about. Yeah, thank you, sorry that you had to listen to this. There's a lot more cringe stuff coming up, cause I'm just like that. Healthy lung too usually just goes along with it, so yep. Yeah, this should be on Spotify. Bye bye. P.S. I can read better than that.